Right now, the Persian Gulf is absorbing the shockwaves of escalating naval warfare. Strategic chokepoints are becoming combat zones, with warships and tankers caught in a high-stakes military standoff. But as this maritime conflict reached a fever pitch, the U.S. government suddenly released a massive cache of previously classified UFO files. At the same time, the official political message from Washington remained one of total confidence. Under Operation Freedom, the administration told the public that the U.S. Navy had achieved complete dominance, effectively neutralizing the Iranian military. The reality on the water tells a different story. Instead of a secured trade route, the coastlines are witnessing a massive environmental disaster as oil from damaged tankers spills into the ocean. The disconnect between the government's claims of victory and the physical destruction at sea suggests that the public narrative, and even the sudden release of cosmic mysteries, is obscuring a much more difficult reality. Internal assessments from the CIA provide a much darker perspective than the press briefings. These reports show that after months of heavy U.S. bombardment, Iran's drone and missile capacities remain 75% operational. Their ability to strike has not been diminished. Regional allies like Saudi Arabia and Kuwait have seen this data, shutting down access to their air bases, refusing to host further U.S. operations. With allies retreating and intelligence confirming the blockade is failing, the mission is consuming millions of dollars a day without achieving its stated military goals. The IRGC has moved to capitalize on the chaos, operating the Strait of Hormuz as a heavily fortified maritime toll booth. They've implemented the Persian Gulf State Authority, a system where every international merchant ship must email the IRGC for clearance before they are allowed to enter the channel. Passing through comes with a price tag of $2 million per vessel. For a global trade route, this represents a massive forced transfer of wealth. The U.S. Navy is unable to break this grip, as the strait is now thick with naval mines and swarms of high-speed Iranian attack boats. This setup has effectively turned a global maritime chokepoint into a source of direct sovereign revenue for Tehran. The most significant profits from these naval clashes are being realized thousands of miles away, on the trading floors of Wall Street. The process relies on a specific loop. Insiders provide exclusive tips about strikes to journalists. Minutes before a headline goes live, insiders take massive positions. When news breaks, prices shift by 15%, generating billions for those who knew the move was coming. This cycle of strategic leaks suggests the conflict is being used as a tool to generate market volatility for financial gain. Beyond individual traders, two specific industries rely on this cycle of perpetual tension: big oil and defense. As long as tankers are under threat, oil and gas giants can maintain elevated prices, leading to record-breaking quarterly profits. On the military side, the U.S. has already exhausted roughly 15 years' worth of its weapons munitions trying to maintain the blockade. Replacing these stockpiles requires massive new taxpayer-funded contracts, which is a major factor driving the U.S. defense budget toward $1.5 trillion. For these sectors, a peaceful resolution would be a financial disaster. The current state of low-level, continuous destruction is far more profitable. While the wealth transfer at the top is immense, the physical wreckage left in the region is permanent. These rusted ships and oil-soaked coasts are the only lasting legacy of the standoff. Ordinary citizens are left to manage the fallout, facing skyrocketing inflation and the environmental cost of a war that is being kept alive by design. The Strait of Hormuz demonstrates a new reality in modern warfare. Winning on the battlefield isn't the goal. The goal is to keep the world's markets volatile enough